Coming November 12th on Farming Simulator 25 is going to be rice. But not all rice is created equal. Hi, I'm Farmer Teacher. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to talk about the differences in the two types of rice. So on Farming Simulator 25, you're going to have two types of rice. You're going to have rice, regular rice, and long grain rice. And they're different because they need different water levels. They'll need different machines to sow and harvest them. Different seeds also. Long grain rice isn't sown in water like regular rice. Instead, the rice paddy for long grain rice gets flooded after the sowing, not before. So let's take a look at that. Both types of rice are planted and sown in rice fields, also called rice paddies. That's a special type of field deepened to allow for water retention. That's why you require open space on your land. In Farming Simulator 25, you're going to use the build menu to start the creation process for rice. Instead of just placing down a field, you can shape it any size or form. There are also different ways to get your rice planted. You can build special greenhouses dedicated to cultivating rice saplings, or you can purchase them at the dealership. But obviously, once you get going, you can make the most money by growing them yourself. Just like other crops, you're going to need a tractor and a cultivator. You also need a specialized rice planter, as well as a harvester, and then a trailer. Rice fields come pre-limed when you build them, so you don't need it in the beginning, but you'll need some lime after you harvest. In Farming Simulator 25 for rice, you're going to have a water pump that you have to activate to flood the fields and then plant the saplings. The rice planter will take care of fertilization, so you don't need additional spreader like other crops. The water pump will automatically provide the correct amount of water as long as you remember to check it every day. If you don't, you could lose the seedlings and your yield. All the water that you pump into the field will be soaked up by the thirsty plants by the end of the growth cycle. When the rice is mature, harvest it and decide whether to sell it, store it, or process it into products. To grow another batch of rice, apply lime to the field and cultivate the paddy after harvesting. Lime is only needed after a few harvests, so you have to check the field to see if it's needed. Now the difference is for long grain rice, you don't need any water to sow your plant just yet. Long grain rice is sown dry. Just fill your seeder with seeds and start sowing one row after the other until the whole paddy is covered. After that, you'll flood the field and maintain different water levels at different growth stages. But don't worry, the pump will automatically allow just the right amount of water. You check your pump daily to maintain the proper water level. If you don't, you could also lose your saplings, just like regular rice. Once your plant's ready to harvest, all you have to do is grab your standard combine with a grain header, and that will do the job for harvesting rice. And once you're done, just like regular rice, you're going to check it and see if it needs lime, apply lime if you need it, and cultivate the field to get ready for another round of rice. And that's our rice preview. I'm Farmer Teacher. Share this with your farming buddies. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.